Testing? Yep.
It's raining! I wonder where my rain boots are.
Hello everyone. Sorry, just move this. There we go, and welcome back to another week of Dave does stuff on Dreamlight Valley. It's going to be very similar to like last week where we did stuff, but this time it's going to be this week. And last week I forgot to do the news of the week, so we will be doing that today. Not a lot to talk about anyway, but... Hi Nettie! How are you going? Welcome, welcome. You're the first one in, and there could be the only one in, but you're the first one to arrive. How's your weekend going? You're a little hungover, as you should be. I'm guessing all the shoeies you're making up for, right? You got a lot of shoeies to make up for. Yeah, no. Well, you never know. You never know. You might have finally caved. So it's always an option. Ooh. Buckets of shot buckets. Well, was it a shot like out of a bucket or like a bucket of shots? Seems like a lot. Now this path won't sit right. So I've just upgraded my computer as well. So if you notice, it should be a lot higher definition. It's a lot less clunkier. So I've updated the RAM, the PSU, not PSU, actually, sorry. I've updated the RAM, CPU, and motherboard, and it's on ultra high settings. So that's why it looks all pretty. And I'm actually able to move around without it feeling like it's gonna die on me. Alright, so we'll get rid of that, and then we'll try and do this again. Oh, damn it. It always goes like that. I don't want that. Why is it doing that? Ah. See, I don't want that, so remove that. So far so good. There we go. I think I figured out the technique to stop that from happening. There you go. That's good enough. 16 shots in a bucket, different flavors. Ooh. Well, no wonder you're hungover. If you weren't hungover, there'd be something wrong with you, to be honest. Good effort. Good effort. Alright, well, what we want to do is we want to finish off the path for this area today. So I'm just going to have to dig for sand and finish all this off. So it feels so close to finishing off. It's a question of how much. Ooh. Some more of that. Alright, 15. So we need some more of that. So, actually, let's do the daily stuff first. So, considering you've probably been hungover all day and it's like, what, 7 or 6 for you. You're probably going to have a rough time on Monday, aren't you? Oh, hey, Hell. How is it going?
Could use a few more sleds around here.
How you be? Yeah, it's 7, yeah. 7, you're still feeling rough. It's going to be a rough Monday for you. No, but I'm going alright. Going well. We just had a bit of a family gathering. Which a lot of their extended family popped around and said hi and everything. So yeah, it was very emotional. Well, it wasn't that emotional. I think everyone knew why we were getting together, but no one would say it. It was just like, we all know we're here. Let's just enjoy it. So yeah, it's a very tough time, and it's going to be more in the next few months that it happens rather than a year or anything. So it's going to be a very intense couple of months. So anyway, let's go to the shop real quick. Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks, Al. Thanks, Al. Hi, Emily Dream. Happy birthday for the other day. How did it go? You did a massive stream on your birthday. That was a massive one. I'm surprised you wanted to do that on your birthday. I would have thought like an 8-hour stream for your birthday would have been alright, but you did a massive one. How did it go? Thank you. It was so much fun. Oh, I'm glad. You got to do what you wanted to do on your birthday then. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. And that's the key, like, as long as you can do what you want to do on your birthday, that's all that really matters. I mean, I'm tempted to do something like that on my birthday in November, because it will be around about the anniversary that I started streaming. And I've just upgraded my computer, so I've actually put the game now in ultra high, and it's not dying. and I'm able to edit properly without it dying. So I think I'm going to be playing this for a lot longer than my initial 1 year plan. So that's going to be interesting. Been looking forward to look at you. Oh, you finished the story. All right, what did you think? It's a bit of a dark one. It's a bit dark one. Oh hell, you hungover too. Good old Sunday, eh? Because for me it's 9 PM on a Sunday, so I'm over all my hangover stuff. I bounce back and I'm good to go. But Emily, so how did you feel about the story? It was great, very enjoyable. Did it hit a few personal areas? Because that's what I found with the story. It was like, oh, that line, oh, that's too close to the truth. I had a lot of those moments that was like, oh yeah. Really looks good with the new pass. Have you done? No, so I'm starting to do the redecorating, starting to slowly kind of work out what I want to do. I'm messing around with the new borders. I like the new borders. I've redesigned this entire meadow. So I've kind of remade Duckburg over here. And I'm slowly fleshing it out, but I really like the new path. The path I'm starting to really like it a little bit, and I just need to finish it off. I pretty much want to remodel all the valley, make the Christmas town zone, whatever, and Halloween town. But it'll give me something to do between updates because we've got a 3-month wait. We've got a long wait. Got a very long wait, to be completely honest. I'm surprised that there's a 3-month update gap between update 5 and 6. Which has got me concerned, but it also makes me think they're going to be working on bug fixes. And I know a lot of people aren't suspecting it's going to happen. I think they're going to go free to play in September. I think it's going to come free to play in September. Incoming random thought. What? You just mean by my ranting? What if Act 2 is paid? We're going to go over the news of the week later today. And there is a big part of it regarding about the paid stuff. Because I honestly think it's getting to the head of it. And I think it's going to be a make or break time for the game if they don't do something for it. The item limit was the first big hurdle, and they managed to at least make people happy and alleviate it. But I think the new items in the shop, how much Wally's quest is, just about the cost of everything, I honestly think it's going to push a lot of people away from the game. And I think it already has. I don't know if you've seen the petition, and we'll cover that in the news. But the petition has got a lot of steam, and there's a lot of friction. But the weirdest thing is there seems to be two sides of it. It's not a consensus of everyone thinks it's too high. It's actually a lot of people are okay with it, and that runs a risk of Gameloft not doing anything. I think it's going to cost them a huge chunk of the audience at the moment. They got to do something, and for them staying so silent over it, and adding to the fact that there has been rumors that they're deleting comments about it on their Discord, I don't think Dreamlight's going to last. I think it's going to go downhill very quickly in terms of the free content if they don't do something soon. And I'm a bit nervous about it. Normally they're not this silent for this long. Last time there was a controversy when the shop first was released. They were very quick of actually getting on it and changing. And releasing a statement and refunding people as well. This time, a lot of silence. They were hella silent about the item limit for 7 months. They were. But, I mean, everyone kind of knew why, though. Everyone knew it's the Switch. And I think with the improvements to the item limit and the effects that it has on the Switch, I think that's all proven true. I think it's all proven the reason why they didn't do it was because of the Switch, and they still can't fix it. But they've at least done a workaround for it. Of like, you're not on the Switch, you can still do it. I think people need to give them a bit of slack for that. I don't think you should hit them hard for not letting the Switch have it, mainly because, well, they either do it or they don't. So they're in a situation where they said, hey, we've got PC and all that stable having an increased item load, but not the Switch. Now, there's no way we're going to fix that anytime soon. What should we do? Should we release it for everyone else, but not the Switch? Or should we not release it for anybody? I think they did the correct option in releasing it for some. And I think they should not be getting so much hate for doing that. They've gotten a lot of slack for not allowing the Switch to do it, but, I mean, they can't get it working at the moment. That's the honest truth. They just can't get it working. I mean... So I'm okay with the item limit. Game programming and all that is hard, all that stuff, but the shop has got nothing to do with game programming, so this one's a little bit different. And I think it's going to be make or break of the game. Honestly, I think it's reached its head with the pricing, and people are making a huge comparisons to other games as well. And I think they're going to need to do something. And I'm a bit worried. I gave them the benefit of the doubt in the past that they eventually do the right thing, but I'm not liking this silence, you could say, from them. It's making me very, very nervous. Alright, so how much... we need Dreamlight. We all knew paid would be make or break, but if they do a mix of free and reasonably paid, would be okay. Yes, but the problem is the reasonably paid. I don't think they're getting right. I don't think they're getting right. What's the petition? Oh, I can quickly show. Oh, I closed it down. Hold up. I'll just get it back up. Alright, switch up. Here's the petition that I'm talking about, and we'll go over a bit further in the news. Oh, sorry. I missed... I love how I haven't played any sort of game related to watch your stream. Funny enough, I've got people that watch the stream that don't even play the game, which I find the most baffling, random thing ever. But I do appreciate it, and that's the whole point, right? It's like you can live vicariously, whatever. You can live through me and watch me just ban it, because this stream is more of like a just chatting stream. Let's be honest. It's less about the game. I am a bit nervous of playing a different game that no one will actually come watch, but that I do appreciate that, Hal. I do appreciate it. And interestingly, Emily called you Cinny as well. Oh yeah, Miss Cinny. Yeah, that's right. It's in your name. Never mind. But yeah, anyway, this came out and it's got 500 signature. People are still signing it. But it seems to, I mean, if there's enough friction to make a change.org petition, which doesn't really do anything, let's be honest, but 5,000 people have signed it, and there's a lot of reasons for it. Yeah, you're tripping with these prices. I'm sick of them hanging. Yeah, it's reaching its point. Easy misconcept. Yeah, I do. I get my ADHD takes over and I get hung up on a thought and I just kind of go nuts. But yeah, it's starting to get ahead, and then I've been seeing other comparisons, and I'll see if I can find. I saved one the other day, and I'm wondering if I can find it again. Is it this one? Oh, God. I updated to Windows 11, and everything is just so much worse. I really wish I didn't do that, but I'm an idiot. I'm just a big old idiot. I'm trying to find... Someone's posted some really good comparisons on... Here it is. Alright, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna try and get this working. I shouldn't have done this. I should have thought about this first. Let me see if I can go image, add source. I swear this is worth it. I swear. Is it that one? No, it's the images. Alright, it's this one. Alright. It's this. So, this is what someone's posted. Which is a very good comparison. Look what you get for the same price. So for one NPC outfit, for $1 cheaper. Oh, so what, $1 cheaper than that Sims pack, you get that outfit. And for $1 more, you get all that stuff in the Sims. So, yeah, it's really disproportionate. Yeah, and that's the issue. And I think what the community, and I think Dreamlight Valley is at a crossroads. Because if people accept this price and are okay with that price, then there's no reason for them to stop. But the problem is FOMO and how they do it. Well, the problem is it's not Disney, it's Gameloft. I mean, Disney has nothing to do with that. I mean, they've got the branding, yeah. I want the tools, but not that price. Yeah, I think I saw another one. I'll see if I can find it. And again, we'll go over this all again later on. And I'm just, I have to try and find. I thought I did save it because I saw a lot of stuff posted on Twitch and everything. Not Twitch, sorry, on Twitter. And someone actually priced it all up. And I just don't know where I saved it. I probably didn't save it because I'm a muppet. Oh, here it is. Got it. Give me a sec. Swear, this is one of the things I swear is worth it. Just give me a sec. Go over here. Paste. Alright. Now, this Muppet. I always call myself a Muppet. It's just what I do as a coping mechanism. Alright, so I'm gonna change this up. Oh, not that one. That one. Alright, so these are the actual prices for all the items. That was in the shop this week. $14. For 4 skins of tools, it was $14. Yeah. $4 for the beard stuff. It's not worth it. I can honestly say it's not worth it. And it sucks. Because I really love the game and I want to be a collector. I want to do that. But I also don't have, what, $25 to drop on the game every week. That's just insane. Hey, Skimum. How's it going? I mean, part of my theory, right? Part of my theory is because the tool skins and the actual skin, Scrooge's skin, was the first time they've actually offered anything like that in the store, that this was their testing the waters kind of deal. This is them dipping their toes into it and seeing what would work and whether people are okay with it. Same with Wally's bundle. But even then they know they're not even trying to set a reasonable price. Not even trying. And if we go back to what we saw before with this comparison. Ooh. So we switch back over to that. Other games, like even a game that's been out for what, how long? I don't know when Sims 4 came out. Years. Even a game that's been out for years is offering more content than a game that's only just come out. It seems unfair. It seems extremely unfair and a bit stupid. That's what I thought about the whole shop, but they've kept the prices. Yeah, they've kept the prices, and I think it's reaching a point where I don't think it's going to... it's going to keep people coming back, because of ultimately stuff like this is happening. And there are now creators out there that's refusing to even play the game. And I think the fact they've not said anything is bad. It's a very bad sign. It's a bad look. In all honesty, since I've kind of looked into it and looking at some of the things that are happening in the community, such as there are accusations that Gameloft are deleting Moonstone posts from Discord, a lot of banning going on, the lack of response, everything. I don't know whether I feel comfortable continuing playing Dreamlight Valley, if I was going to be completely honest. You could say, oh, it's all good, just don't buy anything from the shop. But essentially, if you're streaming it, you're kind of promoting it. So it's... yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to play it for now. And I don't really know if there's another game I want to move to. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting at the moment. And if they don't address it at least this week, I'm probably going to have to seriously thinking about playing something else. Because I just don't feel comfortable. You know, I don't feel comfortable like supporting a game that would sharp vulnerable people. I don't know, part of me doesn't sit right. And I know it may sound a little bit dramatic, like how people vulnerable if it's just the shop price and all that. There's a psychology in it, right? They know what they're doing. And if someone wants to work hard and spend their money on a game like this, they shouldn't be priced out all the damn time. But I also don't know what game I would stream. I've never felt more comfortable streaming a game than Dreamlight Valley. Because I can stop and talk and have chats and do all that kind of stuff. And I haven't really found a game that I can do that with. Without pausing it all the time. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. But then again, they could make it right. They could make it right. So, what's the star path? Oh, what's in the star path right now? Sorry, I'm not at home and puppy sitting. That's all right. In the star path. Oh, we'll get rid of that. In the star path, it's another Pixar one, a Wonder of Pixar. So we've got a few things. We've got the Fiery Raven, definitely one of my favorites there. We've got a lot of new items from the movie Elemental, funny enough. A lot of seeing red ones, which would make sense because the studio that actually develops the game is in Canada, so it would make sense for them to honor that one. And the Buzz Lightyear skin. So I'd say the big ones is the Fiery Raven, Buzz Lightyear. A lot of people are loving the Red Panda onesie, so that's something. That's something, and yeah. That's about it. Sorry, I just need to. And I've upgraded my computer, so it should actually be able to handle things now. But I'm just going to quickly update it. It's quite interesting what's happening with Twitch right now, though. So many big creators are leaving. You don't know what's going to happen. We could be the last ones left on Twitch, people. By the rate it's going, we're going to be the last ones on Twitch. Everyone's leaving. You're on Switch? Ah, okay. I mean, you won't be able to increase the item limit, but at least you'll be able to kind of, you know, play the game. And for all those that are wondering, I am on Kick right now as well. So I stream both on Kick and on Twitch. So if anyone is kind of liking that platform a little bit more because everyone else is moving over there, you're more than welcome to pop over there and tune in. So. And the chats are all linked together now, so we can actually have all conversations, which is a really good move. You don't know if there's anyone on Kick right now watching me. Normally there isn't. Nah, there isn't. But just know that the option is there. So we'll stay on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know about whether that's a good idea or not. I'm starting to get more and more nervous that Twitch is actually the more evil of the three. If you go YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, even though Kick is a gambler, like funded by gamblers, I'm starting to think Twitch is the evil ones here. Because they're basically shafting everybody, laughing at everyone, and kind of underpaying everyone. And basically taking advantage of people that are making the money. So I don't know whether that's going to be something everyone's going to want to do. I mean, the new partner program, so they've introduced something called Partner Plus. So the idea of Partner Plus was to get more in line with Kick. So Kick, when you do a sub for Kick, the split between the creator and Kick is like 95-5. So Kick only gets 5%, and then the creator, gets 95%. In Twitch world, it's 50-50. So the creator gets 50% instead of the 95 that Kick's getting. Twitch gets 50%. Oh, sorry, you get 50%, and Twitch gets 50%. Now, if you're unpartnered, it's gone down a little bit more. I think it's 40-60, but with this Partner Plus program they're introducing, it's now like 30 or 70-30. That's still not as good as Kick. And in order to start getting subs on Kick, you only need like 75 followers as well. There is none of this like having 3 concurrent viewers or anything like that. So they are paying the creators more. So that, like the ones, if you want to support a creator, they're getting more on Kick than they're getting here. Hey, Mr. Tanker. For now. Yeah, for now. But at the end of the day, I mean, you can always revert back or go back, but they've made no indication they're changing. And they've actually come out and said they're not going to change it on people. Couldn't they be lowered to? Yes, but they've also come out and said they're not going to change anytime soon. And to be honest, looking at the stats that are happening right now, I mean, Kick's following's just doubled in the past couple of days, and with Amarov now moving across now, that's just only announced a couple of hours ago, that it's going to take even a make it. How are they covering costs of broadcasting on this small scale? I mean, they're still small scale versus Twitch large. It's because they're being funded by Stake. They've been funded by Stake, and they're still making money. Apparently, they're still making money. But Twitch's audience is shrinking, and Kick's is increasing. And it's not like the it's not like, what was that Microsoft streaming service that went under that paid Ninja all that money? Oh, what was it called? Streaming service Microsoft. What was it called? Mixer. It was called Mixer. Hey Yasmin, how you going? Mixer failed miserably, yes, and what's making everyone see this differently is because this isn't going down the Mixer route. They've got a huge financial backing, They're making big contracts and sticking to them and being very vocal about their stats. And yeah, 95% of all Twitch's money comes from the high rollers. It comes from the big players like Amarov and QXC and all that stuff. That's where they get the money from, believe it or not. It's not from the small guys like us. I think everyone's going to jump ship. Because not only are they paying people more, you can mid-tier streamers can earn more on there. I know a lot of people that I have followed that's like mid-tier, they get like 200, 300 views. They're switched over. It's happening. And this is very different than before. Because Twitch keeps on making the wrong moves. Twitch is slowly giving less and less to creators. And the other platforms are giving creators more and more, even YouTube. So there's nothing to make me think that it's going to change, especially with the recent Twitch announcements of what they've done. Of the streaming simultaneously thing, that was a huge thing. That was huge. Because not only has Ninja left, now 2 of the biggest creators on Twitch have now signed deals with Kick. And apparently there's 3 more to come. And all they have to do is sustain it. Just keep going, doing it. Because there is nothing... The only reason people like Twitch is because they have Monopoly. Because everyone goes to it. What happens when everyone stops going to it? What platform would you... let's say all of a sudden in the next month, Twitch and Kick become even. If you're a creator, and you're looking which one is going to benefit you, and both platforms are even, which one will you go with? The one that gives you more money, or the one that doesn't? It's pretty obvious which one everyone is going to. Other than brand loyalty, and to be honest, Twitch has lost all its brand loyalty just because of what it's done to people. It's kicked people off for no reason. It's really... And you ask any of the big streamers, you know, they always make videos about this. They've been treated very poorly by Twitch. Very long time. And the only reason they've managed to get away with it is because there hasn't been an alternative. Now there is. And... yeah, it's going to get messy. And that's why I don't think staying on one platform is going to be a future thing. You got to have to do... That's why I'm doing on all 3. Because it's not something that's going to last for very long. 95... Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. But Twitch gets a lot of money from advertisement. I don't think people realize how much... That's why Amazon bought them. They earn a lot of money. And it is the new way of advertising. And there's a reason why Amazon bought. Yeah, Twitch gets so much money and all of that goes in their own pocket. It doesn't go to the people actually earning the money. So that's why Kick can do that. Kick can go, alright, we're already funded. So us needing to have the split isn't, you know, we're not doing this for profit. We're doing this because we want to make a competitor. We want to make it better. And also Stake is already a successful business and they can feed money into it. And the more and more this happens, the more of that 5% that they're getting increases. That 5% starts to go up when you're starting to talk about millions of people throwing subs at someone. Not probably at someone. Let's say they do 1 million. Alright, so let's say hypothetically, there is 1 million subs, right? And not just at one person. I'm talking about 1 million across everything. So out of all the subs out there, there's 1 million subs going there. If you go, what's 5% of that? That's $50,000 that they'll get just for people subbing to to all these different channels. And so let's see how many subs does what's that QT QXC or whatever a guy have. Whatever his name is. XQC. So in the month of January 2023, it says he's got 69,000 subs. So go 69,000 subs. And we times that by, let's say, $5, right? So that's $346,000 a month that they'll be getting in subscriptions. In money, essentially. And if we times that by 0.5, so that's $17,000 they're getting for one user. $17,000 a month. They're just getting from one user. So that starts to add up after a while. And see, the problem is Twitch takes a bigger cut. So that's 17,000 on that 5% that Kick would be getting. And so Twitch gets a lot of money. And so the whole point of Kick is to give creators more, but not take as much as they need, because the point of Kick isn't to make money. It's to give a place so they can advertise the gambling stuff. Now, the morality stuff that comes in there, that's all questionable. And I get that. Every country has different laws. In New Zealand, gambling is completely legal wherever you go. It's heavily regulated over here. So you can't, just anyone can set it up. But that's how it was originally set up to be. If it starts to be a financially viable business without the gambling aspect to it, they can sustain it. I just don't think people will realize that Twitch could go downhill very quickly. It could, 6 months to a year. Times change really quickly on the internet. And if you lock yourself in one particular area, people are going to want to go away. Hi, River. Good time zones. Yeah. Good to see you again. But yeah, it's you disagree. With which bit? I talk a lot. Which bit do you disagree with? And there's nothing wrong with this. I'm not going to be mad. It's just I like having these discussions. So. You started early tonight. Yeah, Mr. Degger. Sorry, I started about half an hour earlier. Because I'm trying my new PC out, and it seems to be working. Because now I can go into edit mode on ultra high settings and shake it around like this, and nothing is breaking. That Twitch can go downhill quickly. Twitch is only doing what they're doing because they have a monopoly on it. I think you'll be surprised at how quickly they'll panic. Because 1 month, they go by month. If they see their graph go like, dude, they're not going to like that. Very true. That's why some content creators try to diversify their income so it doesn't... Yes, Philip DeFranco taught me that. He said very early on, if you're going to do something in the digital space, don't tie yourself to a particular organization because they no longer will exist. There is no reason for a competitor to... Like, the only reason Facebook did so well, so long, is because there wasn't an alternative. The only reason Reddit has done so well is because there's not an alternative. The only reason Twitch has done so well is because there's no alternative. And the reason why these three companies were able to do whatever they wanted and everyone just kind of went along with it, and we're seeing that in Reddit right now, is because there's no other place to go. Now with Reddit, people try to use Tumblr, it's not the same. There's no other replacement for Reddit. That's why people are giving up on the protests, and that's why everyone's going back to doing what they were doing before. Facebook is a little bit different. They realized no one had any alternative, but then people just stopped using it and went to TikTok and went to something else. They didn't realize that it wasn't a case of not having an alternative, it's just everyone got exhausted of the product. Now, Twitch, people aren't exhausted of the product, but they've been given now an alternative. And now they're looking at the two side by side and trying to decide which one is going to be up. Which one's going to be not going to shaft me? Which one's going to do right? Everyone's is currently looking at Kick, and there's a reason why all these creators are going there. Money is a big one, yes. But if the only reason they're signing these deals is so they can do a little bit on Twitch to have a safety net if they want to go back. But more and more start going over there, there's going to be less and less want to keep on switching backwards and forwards. YouTube doesn't have a very good... YouTube's not focused on the streaming aspect of it. It's so hard to find creators. It would be nice if they stop allowing sexual content. They have banned it. I think earlier this year they said no more nudity, nothing like that. So there's no more sexual content allowed. No nudity, at least. I looked into that as well, because initially that was true, but then earlier this year they changed it slightly. So they changed it so all the gambling advertisement can only be on gambling channels, and also the nudity that they have any explicit content they've banned. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. When I go on it, I don't see much of that. I don't really look for it, though. I guess it's just a question if you look for it, but I go there and I don't see any of that, but I normally look for the gaming stuff, I guess, so. A lot of sexually suggested, yes, but I mean, to be honest, you can get that on Twitch anyway. If you, look, Emma, there's a reason why Emma Roth is one of the biggest Twitch streamers. That's not exactly PG. Do you prefer Kick or Twitch? The problem is I don't know. Like, I do not know. I think I'm seeing more in I don't like the idea of Kick is basically just... So Twitch is deciding where you can stream. I don't like the idea of because Twitch is not doing right by the people actually doing the content. They're taking the money and that's it. They're not doing right at the moment, but they know they can get away with it. They know they can do whatever they want. Because what other option does everyone have? You don't want to go on YouTube because, well, YouTube's not primarily Twitch. It's not where... Oh, sorry, it's streaming. That's not where the priorities are. And they can basically do what they want. But I kind of want Kick to do well just to force Twitch to do better. That's the long and the short of it. Because there is no way Twitch is going to change. Because I think that what they're hoping for, it's going to go the same as Mixer. Is that I think what Twitch is gambling on, the reason why they're implementing these policies now is because they are doing a wait and see approach. They're going to try and hold out. And because they've got Amazon backing, they know, alright, all we have to do is hold up. The problem they probably don't realize about Amazon, they have a very good habit of cutting the fat when it starts to drag them down. They're very good at selling off things if it starts to really hemorrhage money. They've done that in the past. So, I think we need Kick to do well in order for Twitch to do better. And at the moment, Kick is doing well, but Twitch isn't budging. And YouTube is probably standing there going, well, people are going to use us anyway. I mean, this is not our primary resource. We don't care. Even though that they could be doing better as well and even make the pain even worse for Twitch. Twitch doesn't want YouTube to do anything. Because if YouTube does something now and causes more people to leave, they've got a problem. I think YouTube needs to separate their content a little bit better to be more successful. Agreed. They did try that, but they just didn't do it well. On our profiles, it would be nice to have uploads, shorts, and live tabs for both subbed and browsing. Yeah, I hate seeing all mixed in one page, but maybe it's just me. I know you can see that on the creator side of it. On, I think, just browsing section, you can separate them? Not sure. Unrelated but similar, take the Sims franchise. They only started doing better when they had a game called Paralives is still in development. I've been following that. And I think you're exactly right, River. Exactly right. Sims had the monopoly. They kind of did what they want. And that's why we've seen a downgrade from Sims 3 to Sims 4. My girlfriend still plays Sims 3. Even though 4 is free to play. She loves 3. Yes, it's a bit harsh on your system. Don't be... let's be honest. It eats up. I've got Sims 3. Right there. I got Sims 3 right there. Will me watching your kick make a difference? Yes, it does, Mr. Tanker. It definitely does. Always makes a difference. And now everyone can see each other's chat. But yeah, you're exactly right, River. And that's the only way the Sims will change, is that if someone comes along and does it better. And that's the same with any industry. Like, look, let's stop talking about video games for a second. Let's start talking about taxi services. I know this is not exactly like apples for apples, but hear me out. Taxis got really mad at Ubers. And it wasn't because they were doing anything bad or illegal. It was because they were offering a better service. How many times with a taxi you wish you had something on your phone to be able to say, "Oi, can you pick me up?" Or be able to scout the prices at the time, or be able to look on your phone for it. You couldn't do that. Taxis gave a flat rate. You have to call up a particular system for it. You had to book it in, and you had to wait, and it'd cost you. And then Uber came along, offered a better product and service, something that they should have been doing in the first place. Taxi services should have been doing this in the first place, but they didn't. They came along, started doing it, and then all of a sudden the taxi companies got really upset about it. It's like, alright, so us the people wanted something better. Someone came along and offered something better. We went for it, and then you had a problem with them. You should have look at your own business, figure out how to do it better. And this is the same thing with Twitch. Twitch is getting all uppity about all these other companies and not fixing the reason why people are leaving. People are leaving this because the content creators, they're like, look, this other business is offering a better product and better service. Yeah, it's not great right now, and we want to improve it, but hey, they're offering this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Unless you give me something better. And they're like, no, because we think we're better. And this is the problem. No king lasts forever. And if they don't start changing their ways, and I think this is going to be a big scare for them, I think there's two sides of it. It's either going to be a big wake-up call for them, if Kick can sustain the numbers that are moving, or they're going to do a wait and see because they're going to compare this to Mixer, even though so many commentators have pointed out this is not like Mixer at all. This is very different. This is very different. Right, where is the news from last week? I'll do it soon. I'll do it soon, Mr. Tanker. I'm enjoying this talk at the moment. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. Because I'm the little guy on the side watching this all happen, and like, I think this is actually a very important decision actually for new creators coming up. I mean, if you were a new creator right now, knowing what you know about what's happening right now, what would you do? Which platform would you go to? Because you got one platform, Kick, which is increasing in its viewers, increasing the amount of creators going towards it. And there's a lot of money and investment going into its infrastructure, and it's getting better and better. On the other hand, you got Twitch, which is more established, but they're losing creators. Top creators are leaving the platform. And yes, they may have bigger reach right now, but are you going to invest in time in the area that people don't seem to want to keep?
Hi there, pal.
Soon, does that mean the end of the stream? It means in about half an hour. How about that? We'll do the news in half an hour. You have 2 Kick viewers. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's cool. I think that's the most Kick viewers I've ever had. But yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, and I think these streamer wars are going to be really interesting. I think everyone's riding off Kick though. I think everyone has got this idea that Kick's going to lose, and I think let's say hypothetically they ultimately lose, I think it's going to be a lot of damage to Twitch in the meantime. I think Twitch is going to take a lot of hits here. I think for the health of future content creating, I think Kick needs to stick around. I think YouTube should have been the one filling the void in terms of pushing the boundaries and showing people what they could have. I think Kick right now is just a bit of a clone of. Oh, yeah. I think Kick is a bit of a clone of Twitch, of how Twitch should be, and I think that's the thing. We're like that's basically saying, look, this is how we think you should be, and I think Kick is slowly going to evolve into be, all right, this is what you need to evolve into. Wait, are we on Kick sides? We're on both sides. Yeah, we're on the side of the creator. To be honest, there is no side here, and I think that's the risk. You don't want to pick a side in this. Twitch and Kick both need to do well, but at the moment, Kick is the one that is showing Twitch what people want. So if you're on the side of the creator, you want to be on the side of the one that's actually delivering what people want. So at the moment, yeah, technically you would be on Kick's side, but that's only because Twitch is not delivering. So Kick is offering a better sub-split, which is the whole point in watching a streamer. You stream because you want to earn a couple of dollars on the side of it. Just be honest. Like, I mean, I don't. I mean, that's why I'm not affiliate or anything like that. But most people, that's what they want to do. And they look at this as like, there's a potential of a career here. There's a potential of my future here. There's a potential this could help my life, even though it may not be a career. It could help me in a way that nothing else could, and I enjoy it. And if I'm coming up to you and say, I'm going to take 70% of your earnings here, or you've got another company that's coming around, all right, if you go with me, I'm only going to take 5% of your earnings. Which one do you think you would go with? You'd go for the 5%, right? Makes sense. And what's the conditions, right? If you go with the 70% one, not only I'll take 70% of your income, you also can't stream anywhere else. You can't put your product anywhere else. There's only one window you can put it in, and that's the only window you're allowed to be in. But if you go with the 5% one, he's saying, oh, you can be in my window, but you also can be in the other guy's window too. And you also can be in another one. If you're big enough, they may say, oh, yeah, I want you to be on my window more, but you can still be on the other windows. And you start to wonder, where should you put, because you're the product. Remember, they are selling you. I hate to say it, and I hate to kind of get all corporate on it, but you are the product that they are selling. They're selling to advertising you. They're selling everyone that you bring along. And basically everyone in this chat is what Twitch is selling. and Kick as well. So look, if we look on Twitch's world, right, it says it's got 7 people here. So that's 7 people. Twitch is going out and saying, oi, advertising, you can advertise to these 7 people if you give me X amount of money. And Kick is doing the same thing. Kick is going, all right, there's 7 people here, and going to advertising and saying, yeah, we can have that. But what they have to do is buy the product so they can sell it. So they're essentially going to creators and buying their time so they could sell it onto advertising. I know that's not the most appealing thing in the world, but at the end of the day, it's been going on for years. Every TV show that you watched, everything on TV, same model. The only difference is this is actually more an ass-fair. An ass-fair. Ass-fair. It's just the modern day way of TV nowadays. This is how they did it when Friends was on. This is how they did it when MASH was on. This is how they did it when Seinfeld was on. That they go to advertising saying 26 million people are going to watch this show. This is how much we want for that, for you to advertise on us. And that's essentially what they're doing now. And that's why they pay so much for creators. They're getting a lot of money. The only difference is that we have more of a voice than Seinfeld did or Friends did. We can now turn around and go, oi, you give us a better deal, otherwise you're just going to bugger off this other place. And that's what people are doing. And we should be encouraging that all the time. We should be saying, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, you need to fight for our time. And by our time, I mean not just the creators, I mean the viewers, you guys, your time. Because you get sick of ads. You get sick of all that stuff. You're not going to watch something that has ad after ad after ad. That is they're basically selling that, and if that's showing ad after ad after ad, you're not going to do it. You're going to go somewhere that you want to spend your time. And that's where Kick, that's where Twitch, all that, that's what they have to sell you. And that's why this whole thing that's happening right now is so important to the future of how streaming is going to go. Because there's no way Twitch will win this if they keep doing what they're doing right now. No way. That's why so many people before this all happened started moving to YouTube. That's why Kick was all starting to take off. No, not ads. I refused to watch you if you had ads. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to have ads. And I do know that if you're subbed to the channel, you don't get ads either. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But I also know that if they force it on my channel, I can't do anything about that. Just like before all these changes, it said anyone that was not affiliate or partnered could multicast. They got rid of that rule. Now no one, technically on Twitch, can multicast. Cast. Multicast? I'm saying that very American way. So no one can dual stream. Now I'm doing it anyway, and I know Linus Tech Tips are doing it anyway, and a lot of other people are doing it anyway. But they technically could kick us off at any time. At any time. But they've now written that into the rules that they could do that if they wanted to. And what's stopping them from changing the rule next month to say any streamer that streams on Twitch will have ads? That's the only reason I'm not affiliate, is because I don't want ads on